round 8 at Styria, since they didn't do since the Division 2 guys did Austria last week, so it might as well be Styria. But interesting qualifying in the dry. Everyone's apparently got really similar pace, but it's wet, so I don't know how these guys have had an extra week to practice this circuit, so they should have done some wet running, I hope. No excuse. And Nelson is the first man out. So obviously last time out, Ike took the championship. I can't remember the championship standings, to be honest, but all I can remember is that Nelson and Saya are fighting for second place, I think. So that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. So Nelson going to be the first person to start the lap today. Into turn 1 he goes. Safely through. So unlike yesterday's qualifying for Division 2 where it was wet, the track won't dry up due to the constant rainfall. So just see who is the fastest rider, but I'm expecting, you know, them to get faster and faster as the session goes on. Ooh. So Nelson goes round turn 4, round turn 5 now as the rear starts to slide and spin, especially up in the wet. As Hadith falls in sector 2. Nelson now just has 2 more right hand corners to contend with, as he nearly touches the white line. Down to turn 9, and just the final corner to contend with. Nicely through there. Sits the bike up. Craig Nater is crashing in sector 2, looks like turn 4. He crosses the line, 30.9 as his opening lap time. You have Jack Berman now on board his Petronas Yamaha. Across the line, only just under 2 tenths from the current pole time. And here comes Adam. 3.7 seconds off, so I'm going to take it. He's just building into that. Here's Finley. He goes orange, so not as fast as Nelson at the moment. And into the final corner, you can see Finley not going anywhere near that curb, which is a very smart thing to do. Or you could probably go a little bit further to the left. It's Finley across the line, so close. Just under half a tenth from the current pole time. Saya is now looking to take his spot on provisional pole. Oh no, he's invalidated the lap time. Running a bit wide there through turn 9. Look at the race spinning up a lot there as he crosses the line. That was probably a pole setting lap, as Nelson nearly does the same but just keeps the tyres on the track. His deck crashes, Craig Nater's gone off the track, and Nelson improves his lap time by half a tenth. BTR now, he's one for wet weather as he crashes on the grass. Ike championship leader yet to set a lap time. Who's that who's actually on a lap? It's Finley who's taken a horrible line through there. Right, he's Adam. Currently 3.8 seconds off the pace. I'm sure that will change on this lap. You can see all of them deck now starting his lap. Ike. So we're nearly 5 minutes in. Ike goes off the track. Ike just struggling in these wet conditions. Deck very nearly invalidated his lap time there. he nearly touches the grass. Deck a red sector 1, Sire a red sector 1. The Ducati's known for its wet weather specialities. Not so much in modern GP, but especially 10 years ago, Ducati was the bike to be on in these conditions. Sire has invalidated his lap time, so it's now Deck who's on the lead lap. Oh no, that's a very strange place to lose the front, just as you get off the brake. So maybe there's a little bit too much trail braking there. But Jack Berman now is looking to improve his lap time. Currently only 2 tenths off. Can he jump his teammate? Could he even get pole position as he goes round turn 9. Get a little bit of the curve, the rear spinning up quite a bit. Through the last corner, he's round wide. Oh, he's stuffed that. And somehow he's still going. I know, he fills up. Craiganator. Oh no, Craiganator went red in the last sector and he blew it. Finley, where's Finley? Where's Finley? Oh my god, how did he stay on? So here comes Finley. Across the line. And he goes top by 2.5 seconds. Temps, sorry. As Nelson runs extremely wide through turn 9. People are on the limit. Ike, not red sectors. This is not what we used to see from Ike. As he understeers through turn 9. Around the final corner. It seems like these wet conditions are catching a lot of people off. Just, I think, staying on track limits there, just edging on the white line. And it's enough to go third place, half a second off. Adam now going round turn 9. And now into the final corner. Yeah, I'd imagine that time's going to be chopped down by quite a margin. It was, but not the margin. Adam's just not seems to be so strong in these wet conditions so far. Deck 2 red sectors. Will this be a third? Let's get to the top of the hill. Yes, it is. Nice line through turn 9. Absolutely no problems through there. Into turn 10. The rear stepped out a little bit there, but all good. As he crosses the line and goes pole by half a second. Craiganator. Now he's entered the 4th sector with Jack Blue behind his tail. Yep, he's Craiganator taking a nice line. Oh, Jack Berman's crashed. But Jack Berman now round the final corner. See Ike in the background there. Craiganator goes 4th. And then Ike goes 2nd. Sire 2 red sectors. So it just seems like everyone but Adam is a little bit on the pace at this current stage, but hopefully Adam can keep chipping away and get onto the pace that we know he can do. Because he did get 3rd place in Aragon in the wet, so I don't think wet weather should be a problem. Maybe it's just he has done a lack of running in the wet compared to some of the guys, so he's playing a bit of catch up. So he runs a little bit deep in the final corner, but that's okay. As he crosses the line, will he top his teammate? He does by 10th of a second. BTR now coming to the final corner. Wood Hadith goes 8th. BTR goes 8th. Adam improving. He won't be improving if he goes on the curb. Maybe that's his problem, he's taking too much curb in place. His deck once again improving, and he's another 2 red sectors. Rising up the hill. It's a personal best, so Saya's got deck in the third sector, it seems like. The rear was a lot more stable through that time. There you go, that shows it. As Jack goes back onto pole position, Jack, I believe he might have gone on the green there. Oh, Nelson's lost the front after 2 red sectors, but his bike is still on the track. There's no point in carrying on because he won't improve. Adam's just struggling here with just braking. He just seems just trying to adapt to the conditions. Just going to review Jack's lap. Okay, yeah, that lap should have been gone, but it wasn't for some silly reason, so he should be behind Craignator at this point. So unless he can improve his time or something, then unfortunately he's going to be dropped back a few places. Adam improving and he jumps his teammate, but still 2.5 seconds off the pace. Sayed's improving in sector 1. But he's ran deep, and that's his lap gone, or not, but I think that will be his lap time gone anyway. Probably lost a bit too much time. Jack's improving in sector 2, hopefully he can continue this. And if this is a good lap, he doesn't improve, I might just ask him what his lap time was. But he's still improving, hopefully he can do this last sector well through turn 9 very nicely. You can see the forks constantly going up and down, quite soft. Around the final corner very nicely. No green stuff this time. Can he go onto the front row of the grid? Yes, he can! Nice. Thankfully he's not going to have to worry about any penalties. So the two Patronus boys doing alright. Nelson red in sector 1. We've still got some things to say. With just under 2 minutes to go now. Ike red in sector 3. Finley improves his lap time. Thought just not enough to gain any total position. Can Ike snatch pole position from deck? Yep, he does by 2 attempts. Craignator improves and jumps Nelson to 6th. What did he see Nelson as well? Nelson's got 3 red sectors, so could he take pole position from his teammate? He lost how many pole positions like he's had this season, he's had too many. But he can, Mud goes 9th, Nelson goes pole. For how long Isaiah was on a good lap, he's invalidated. So it could be pole position for Nelson. Adam is improving still. Runs a little bit wide. Jack Berman's crashed and Adam just staying on the track. As now we go down the straight. Oh, VTR a little bit of understeer, turning a little bit too late as he goes into the final corner. If he's got enough fuel and tyres, he can do one more lap. And he improves his time but not position. And that might be where he starts from. Adam's done for, Ike's done for, Finley's done for, Nelson's done for. So will Nelson hold on to this pole position? Or will one of the Ducatis take it off him? Deck's not improving. Sire is though. Sire was on a really strong lap until he invalidated it in the final sector. Sire's down. So he goes Craig and over the crest into turn 9. Nicely around the final corner. Dex invalidated, and that might be it. That is probably going to be it. Craig jumps into 6th. VTR and MotoGP are not improving currently on their lap times, so it's very likely that Nelson is going to be in pole position. Suzuki 1-2, Ducati 3-4, Yamaha 5-6-7-8, and Honda's 9-10. But MotoGP is improving. I think the gap might be a bit too big though. VTR around the final corner, missing the apex a little bit. MotoGP going on the green anyway, so it doesn't really mean anything. And he crosses the line, doesn't improve his position. The VTR probably run out of fuel. It's taking years to cross the line. There we go. So Nelson takes pole position. That might be his first pole of the season as well. And first one for quite a while. It's not usually a pole hound. Ike in 2nd, Deck in 3rd, Sire 4th, Jack 5th, Craig 6th, Finley 7th, VTR 8th, MotoGP 9th, and Adam in 10th. And it's cloudy, so it's dry. Now everybody gets ready to make their tyre choices, setup changes. Weighing on Sire now. We do also have Touchable watching, if you're wondering who he is. He's one of the season 5 hopefuls. Doing more on that in the last after season 4 is done with. But he's one of the people who will be in the tryouts. Finley and Sire, what are you doing, guys? Woman and ring about tyre choice probably. Right, they are ready. So let's see everyone's dry pace. This should be set for a cracker. So Nelson starts on pole. Ike in 2nd. Sire, no, Deck is in 3rd, with Sire in 4th. And they're off. Ike jumped the start. Craig Canatis jumped the start, and Adam has as well. Oh, there's Sire got a glitch. Sire might have a glitch there. Strike is up. I'm just going to red flag it because I don't know what that problem is. And there's all sorts going on. I don't know if Sire's having a problem or his control disconnected or what, but it wasn't going backwards and forwards. So I'm just going to red flag it just in case, and if not then We have to do the... Will we have to do the thing? Hang on, I'll have to ask Nelson. Right, so it turns out Si's got a problem, so... have to restart the session. Luckily we don't have to do any qualifying thing, thanks to Milestone's new amazing feature. So this gives the guys a chance to do a practice start. What a start. What a race.
Before we go to the podium
so annoying when this
ceremony,
happens.
let's take a quick look at the final results in MotoGP.
Right, so I don't quite know what's going to happen to this. Oh, there we go. I'm not quite sure how this works. We just wait for Sai to rejoin. Right, so this thing's not working as it's meant to, so what I might do is restart this lobby. Right, I might have to restart this lobby. We'll try and restart the lobby because this thing isn't working as it's supposed to. Ike is many, but that's cool. The game is broken. It's broken. It's broken. And how's it your first poll ever? Oh my god. So we can see everybody joining. We just wait to see. Right. Yes! Right. Success is what a great feature. Amazing feature. Makes my life a whole lot easier. So size that joined yet, so we Jack. Then it's Craig. Finley. So we just wait on Saya to join. Right, I'll just check that this is all correct and then we'll be off. Nelson, Ike, Deck, Saya, Jack, Craig, Finley, VTR. Yep, you're all ready. All the sloppy settings are correct. You're correct, right. Everybody's here. Let's go for Styria. Right, let's go. So it's cloudy, so no changes. Ike, Craig and someone else have got very lucky to escape with a jump start.
Welcome to the Red Bull Ring. Just a few minutes to go now and the MotoGP class Austrian Grand Prix will get underway.
God, you're all very talkative in this chat, aren't you? Right, let's go. Hopefully there's no problems, because unfortunately if there's a problem, we're going to have to just go. Right, so here we go. Nelson starting from his first ever pole position. Ike in second, Deck in third, with Styrian in fourth, followed by 4 Yamahas and 2 Repsols. And we're off. Nobody getting a jump start this time. Everyone getting away cleanly. He's now into turn 1. And it's Deck who takes second. Nelson with a stinker. There's a Yamaha prone on the floor. There's 3 crashes. Both Repsols and Craignator have gone down, but Deck can rally outside of Ike and takes the lead of the race. No, Ike holds him off as they break into the hairpin. Sire causing all kinds of mayhem. And oh my god, what's about to go down here? As Sire goes down the straight, it's all 4 of these riders going to go into the hairpin. Oh, Ike forces Deck out onto the gravel. Ike's gone down. That was just a load of lines merging, loads of aggressive riding there. Deck dropped back to 6th, but it's not over for him yet. You can see just him at the top there, but Sire leads the way. Oh no, that was Nelson who went down. Sorry, not Ike. So Nelson goes down. Ike in second. So the 2 Malaysians at the top of the standings are leading the way in this race. We've got Jack Berman in third, Finley in fourth, and VTR in fifth. So we end lap 1. And then to turn 1 again, the second time at 14. And I've got to say, that was some disgusting things I've just seen. But here comes Ike up the inside. Is he close enough? No, so he's just going to use that Ducati power to stay in front. You see this every year in real life, just the Ducatis are so strong in the first half of the lap. And now through turn 4. Through turn 6. Deck got himself up into 5th place. Just keep an eye on Deck. He's got good pace to win this race. He just needs a bit of luck and probably hope that these 2 start battling. Similar, because everyone's got really similar pace at this moment. To go into turn 9. And you can see Deck now getting onto the back of Finley. I'm going to guess he's going to set up a pass down the straight into turn 3. And the Repsol Honda boys are battling for the wooden spoon. So we go into the corner. And there we go, Deck down the straight, don't even get to turn 3. Don't even get to turn 2 and Deck's past him. As they now go in to turn 3. As Finley's going to go up the inside of Deck. Finley's completely outbroke himself, taking way too much corner speed, and that has given Deck 4th place straight back. But Sire, fastest man on track, 3 laps in. 1 second lead over Ike. Jack Berman doing well in 3rd, but I just sense that that isn't going to be for long, as Deck is marching very quickly, especially with front end wobbles like that. That's not going to be lasting for long. So now rise to the hill. Deck could set up a move maybe into turn 1. This last sector's pretty hard. No, he could actually get him into turn 10 here if he's close enough, but no, Jack taking a lot of corner speed Getting away from that Ducati. You know what, Ike's coming back to these two as well, so Ike just doesn't seem to have the pace at this moment. Deck with the fastest lap of the race, and he brakes right in front of Jack and takes third place from him. Jack in the slipstream of Deck. That's going to help him because Deck's going to gain on Ike anyway. Is he going to try to do what his teammate did the previous lap? He is. Oh no, he's gone down! Hopefully no one... He should be fine. Oh my god, no. Okay, it's fine. Fortunately, just not enough space, and now Deck is right in the back of Ike. Deck really close there, running into the back of Ike, but luckily no contact was made. The Deck is on the charge, looking for his first win of the season. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, considering the smoke he gave in the last 2 seasons. He's just had no luck, as well as having to miss races due to certain things. But here we go, through turn 8, Ike's gone on the curb. That's going to get a fantastic run over the crest, using that power, and here he goes into turn 9. Ike has to concede, no, he has to close the door. He's managed to close the door, and he's managed just about to keep second place. And Ike's now got, Saya's now got a 2.5 second lead. I'm pretty sure Deck's going to just set this up, take this slow, get a fantastic exit out of the corner, and get past him down the straight or maybe into the hairpin. But Ike's had a good, Ike's in turn 1 very well there. So brake for the hairpin. Yeah, not close enough, and he's outbroke himself a little bit. Oh no, Finley's gone down. Oh no, his bike's prone. Oh, okay, thank God. Nelson just missing Finley there. So Nelson now gaining himself up into 6th place after crashing on lap 1. Look at all these inline 4s. Oh my, no Finley. He's outbraking himself. Running into the ballad. He didn't even hit the back of Nelson on his screen. I know that for a fact, but just tapping on Finley's screen and nothing you can do, nothing that could really be done there. Once you've outbroke yourself, you sort of just pray nothing happens, but it happens unfortunately. But anyway, Ike now starting to, well, he was closing in on Saya, but he's made a mistake there in the final corner, or the final, in the penultimate corner. And Saya's just romping away with this. Nearly a 3-second lead. Saw him do this in Chang. If we see battling for 4th place is Jack Berman. I don't quite know what's going on there, but I've seen Jack go on the inside, so I'm going to guess he's caused the off-track excursion. To go down the straight, can VTR fight back? Oh, VTR making a massive mistake, getting on the curve, getting on the green, and looks like he's going to concede 2 positions. Or is he just going to hold off his teammates? He's going to force his teammate to go the long way round, and he maintains position. And Nike now is on the charge, 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds away from Saya. So Ike with the late race pace and the fastest lap. As they go into turn 1. That's really cutting it fine here. He'll be on a long lap very quickly here. Is Nelson looking to take 4th position? Jack runs really wide there. And that's going to give Nelson the position. There he goes, easy as you like. As well as Craiginator. taking VTR. Was Craig Gator ran on? Yeah, he has. VTR retakes the position. And Jack Berman looking to try and fight back on Nelson, but he's just not close enough. Nelson's taking a lot of corner speed there. He's surely missing the corner. Yep. That's completely screwed up his final two corners. And now Jack is right on his tail. Right on a slipstream. Can he make a move into turn one? Where he seems to not be able to stay on the track. Does do so this time. It's now up at the front. Deck is right at the back of Ike. So Ike's lost the pace he had for a couple of laps, and Deck going up the inside to make it a Ducati 1-2. Ike taking a very odd line as he now going down the hill. Deck on the inside, and he's through. But can Ike get the cut back on the Ducati? No, he can't. So it's a Ducati 1-2 for Saya and Deck. And Jack Berman's still there, and Nelson taking a very defensive line. I don't think he means to do that, but he's understeered. Jack Berman at the back of Nelson through turn 6. Can he get through on turn 7? No. Deck's also set the fastest lap of the race. So with 6 laps remaining, can Deck do anything? They're now going to turn 1 once again. It's like Jack's finally figured out how to do turn 1 in this race. He's finally learned his lesson. But so far, people are doing okay for warnings. I don't want to speak too soon because I know how easy it is to get warnings around this place. But so far, no long laps. I'll say that next lap will be a long lap for someone, but anyway. Oh no, Deck's gone down at turn 4. He just can't catch a break. Well, he's still in 3rd, so it's still a podium, but just cannot catch a break right now. That victory just does not want to be there for him. So I'd imagine if nothing happens with the front 3, this is how it's going to remain. But Craig Nates has now managed to retake his teammate. VTL's going to fight back up the inside into turn 10. He hits the curb, but he's managed to stay on, quite lucky. But Craig Nates is going to get the better exit, and he's back through into P6. Through turn 1 they go. Oh no, Adam and Hadith are having a great battle, it seems like, for the final 2 positions. This is not where they want to be battling, but at least they're battling, so they're making fun out of this last place battle. Unfortunately not got the pace of this round. 2 podium finishes in the first round. But look at them being very aggressive with each other. Back at the inline 4 battle, 4th place. Nelson's keeping put in 4th place. Sire out in front by 1.6, so he's being caught by Aiki. Aiki clicking into his second wind now. But has he left it too late? Deck there in 3rd. I'm pretty sure that's where he's probably going to stay, depending on what happens at the front, but should nothing happen, he will remain there. It's Nelson. He's still got to fend off Jack Berman, who has not left him at all. Rising over the hill. Jack Berman right there, but the front sliding. And Nelson taking a very nice tight line. Let's go round the final corner. Jack is on the curb, and that's going to cost him some time. You can see Craiginator now closing in. VTR just doesn't seem to have quite have the pace. So it's like these three going to battle out for 4th place. Oh, Jack Berman hits into the back of Nelson. Being very on edge. As they go in to turn 4. Ike's got the gap down to 1.2, but that's not enough. As Nelson goes completely off the track. That's put Jack Berman off actually. And now it's going to put him into the clutches of Craiginator. Through turn 9, and now turn 10 as these guys start their penultimate lap of the race as Jack hits the curb on the entry of turn 10, so that's putting really wide. Nike's lost half a second to Sire, so a little mistake from Mikey. Oh, Finley. It was nearly so perfect, and you just had to get the long lap on the penultimate lap. So breaking down into turn 4 for the penultimate time for these guys. 4th place is still not over, but Nelson's just got a little bit of a gap over these two. Jack Berman runs really wide again, so I'm sensing he might have some front end issues now. Craiginator goes up the inside and takes the position. Jack just didn't really leave the space there. I might just give him a long, because he's been a bit thingy this race as well. Oh, he's failed. He's ugh. Didn't even have to do it. Ugh. Anyway, so that's Nelson. Nelson's 4th place secured. Is VTR going to pass Jack Berman? Whoa, as the two collide, Ike's now got the gap under a second, but I think it might be just a little too late. VTR pulls alongside, he's not close enough. Yeah, Jack just holds him off. Sire See Ike right there, but Ike's just going to run out of time. So round the penultimate corner. And then to the final corner. And it's going to be Sire who wins his second race in the season. Ike takes second. Deck takes third. Nelson brings home fourth. Oh, VTO's down and Finley's down. So Jack Bowman might finish fifth after all. And Craig Gator's going to get sixth. VTR seventh. Finley eighth. Adam ninth. And Muddy in 10th.
Soon enough, the cameras are before we go to see
So
the
that Sire
celebrations on
takes
the
a
podium,
great
let's take a look
first
at the final results in the
place
MotoGP
in
class.
Styria, with Ike in second, Deck in third, fastest lap as well. So I think he'll be happy with that, but he will be annoyed knowing that he could have possibly won this race had it not been for Nelson on lap 1 and the crash. Nelson 4th, Jack Berman in 5th, Craig Nater 6th, VTR 7th, Adam 8th, Buddy in 9th, and Finley in 10th. Right. So, Deck doesn't have a mic, and I've asked him if he'd like to comment on the race. He said he doesn't have anything to say. So, Deck obviously annoyed there, knowing the victory could have been his. It wasn't meant to be. So we will go with Ike, who isn't here. It's pretty good. So we'll just wait for Ike. Yeah, you know what we can, since Deck refused to interview, we'll interview Nelson first. We'll take his place in part in the press conference. Right. Nelson, you were on pole, your first ever pole. Just one moment. Right, so you started on pole. It was a good start. Your teammate and the two Ducatis were fighting, and then into turn 4, just went a little bit wrong when you and Deck's line sort of merged, causing you to fall and Deck having to go off to the gravel. Then you had to fight your way through, fighting with all the Yamahas, constantly holding off Jack Berman for what must have felt like forever, until Jack Berman and Craig came together on the penultimate lap, and Jack gained a long lap on the final lap, so that gave you some free space. But how was it to gain 4th place? Yeah, so congratulations on your 4th place and your pole position. So, wasn't the perfect race, but it was how it was. So, Aki's joined the party. I don't know if you want to do your interview, speak your interview. You want me to just read it? I'll just read this. So, like he says, I feel happy to be on the podium. During the race I tried to stay calm and find a good race pace and try to reduce mistakes. It was a good race, and see you next week. So obviously we saw that one lap you gain on Sire, then he'd make maybe a small mistake and the gap would be back to what it was. And he was closing really close onto Sire, but just ran out of time. But it's a 2nd place, so it's all good. So congratulations, Ike. So yes, hello. Right, so Saya, you qualified in 4th place. Then there was a lot going on at the start with Deck and the 2 Suzukis. Deck and Nelson crashing and going off track, and then you got the lead, and then you pulled a big gap on Ike to about 2.5 seconds. But then it kept going backwards and forwards. Ike would close down, but then he'd make a mistake, or you would set the fastest lap. And then eventually Ike got this gap down to just under a second on the last lap, but it was a bit too late. So you take your, I believe, your 2nd victory of the season, so well done. And how was it? Yep, so congratulations on your victory. That might have, it won't consolidate, but it will strengthen your chances of getting 2nd place in the standings, so congratulations. So that has been round 8. We'll have round 9 next week at Japan, and we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.